We are recording late at night. You're going to be on. You're going to be at your destination in 12 hours, I think.
Close, yeah.
So, yeah, you got to get to it, man.
I know, and I'm the opposite. Like, I do wait till the last minute, and instead of like minimalist, I'm like, oh, well, what if we get invited to like a fancy party? I should bring a blazer. Like,
How many fancy parties have you gotten invited to?
Zero, Scott, but I want to be ready just in case. Hey, I'm Brian.
And I'm Scott.
And welcome to the Two Old Fashions podcast, where two friends get together and have conversations over cocktails. Today, in person.
In person, and I'm laughing because we had this dramatic effect planned. We both introduced ourselves. It didn't happen.
Nope. I mean, that's kind of the story of this week. Like, things we planned for and were excited about didn't quite happen.
It did not happen.
Well, what didn't quite happen there was I had made some of my signature smoked old fashions. We thought as soon as we said our name, we would take the top off and the smoke would come flowing out. Didn't work. But I would ask you what you're drinking, but I know because I made it.
You have to describe. What are we drinking tonight? Because it smells amazing.
It smells great. The smoke was there, I swear. So I did go with a smoked old fashioned. Tonight I mixed it with Russell's Reserve Rye. I did standard simple syrup. This is I call it a chocolate cherry smoked old fashioned. So I did cherry bitters, chocolate bitters, and then I used cherry wood, smoked it, and here we are. So cheers as always. And yes, for you, it's a double.
It's a double. Cheers. I'm sitting at Brian's desk in his library, his beautiful library, and I'm making a mess on your desk. Sorry, you make a mess on your desk. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I don't know where to put anything.
That's what paper towels are for.
I did ask before we recorded if I needed a coaster.
You did very nicely,
no.
And I said, no, we're good.
Yeah. So if we sound funny, that's why. We're doing it in person.
I'm going to throw this to you and see if you can catch it.
Oh my God. It's amazing.
That's a pretty good throw.
That was amazing. Amazing.
This is what happens when you go live.
I did not catch it, but it did hit me on the top of my head.
And your head is looking particularly good, Scott. Why is that?
Oh, we got our haircuts today. Our bet was fulfilled.
Yes. See? All right. So to be fair, we went in. We had this whole plan. We were going to go record at a new haircut place. They weren't quite ready for prime time. We will make that happen later. So we went to Scott's place, sit down, and he just tells me, he says, Brian, go tell the lady you want the messy and just see what happens. So I did. She said, huh? You want it messy? Like messy? And I was like, no, like Messi, like the soccer player. And she's like, huh? And then I pulled up a picture on my phone. Ironically, they have a picture of Messi in this barber shop I could have pointed to.
So the first thing you did wrong, and I was there, I can vouch for it.
Yes.
Brian did ask for the Messi.
Yes.
You showed a picture of Messi from your phone, but why didn't you show the AI photo that I had made of you? This is how I want my hair to look. That's what you should have done.
I should have. So that would have been fine. You were there. You also mentioned like number 2, fade, mid, whatever. Don't think she quite understood that. So then I show her a picture of Messi. And she says, sir, I cut hair. I'm not a plastic surgeon. So I don't know. Here we are. It's a little shorter than normal, but I like it. It's got me ready for the beach. Yours looks good as well. We are ready to bake in the sun at our respective beaches.
No, I will give you, Brian, all the credit because you were game, right? She cut your hair and you said, I don't think it's short enough on the side. And you made her go back
I did.
and make it shorter, which is different than how you normally do it. You were trying to fulfill the bet.
Yeah. I mean, she did ask, do you want it shaved down to the skin? And I said, no, thank you, ma'am. I think we're good. So we came up somewhere in the middle where this is reasonable. I can be in family pictures on the vacation. I can go back to work, but it was fun. I'm glad we did it. Freaking France. Never going to bet on them again.
No, don't bet on France. Don't bet on us this week because this week was a lot of disappointment, if we're being honest.
I don't even know where to start.
Well, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
So we had this plan. You were going to go to New York.
Yep.
You were going to come back. We were going to go to Jason Isbell.
Yep.
We've been talking about that for weeks. We had tickets. We were going to record live there.
Yep.
And then today, which is Friday, we were going to go get our haircuts at a place not to be named, but we had talked to the ownership. We were working on a sponsorship. We're still working on that sponsorship. We were going to
They
record
don't know we're
live.
working on a sponsorship.
It's semantics. We were going to record live from the barber shop,
They did know that.
and it all kind of just fell apart.
Yeah, things happen. But yeah, so we had 2 in-person recordings scheduled. Instead, here we are doing it. We are impromptu. We are making it work, and we're gonna have fun with it.
So, yeah, why don't we start from the beginning, right? So you went up to New York.
Well, actually, so should we do the album? Even though,
Should we do the album?
Yeah.
Let's do the album.
Because I do think I thought about this earlier today. This just plays into the things that went wrong. So we did Jason Isbell reunions. Jason Isbell canceled the concert. Previous week, we did Patty Griffith. She was the opener for said canceled concert. The week before that, we did Casey Musgraves. She just canceled 3 shows. So if we pick your album, I am sorry, but shows are getting canceled. We are bad luck all around. I don't know.
That is not a good sign for the album that I picked for tonight.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I hope you don't have tickets to them.
But yeah, so you were in New York for work.
Yep.
So wait, we got to talk about the album. I'm already jumping ahead. I'm so excited to talk about your New York trip.
All right. Yeah, let's do the album because we were super excited to go see Jason Isbell. I think that's one of the ways we first kind of met and bonded, both being Jason Isbell fans. We went and saw him solo acoustic in Washington, D.C., and we were excited to go this week. In preparation of that, as you mentioned, we listened to the Openers album. Not big fans. And then it came to me to pick an album of Jason Isbell for the review. And so I picked Reunions, as I mentioned on last week's pod, because it was kind of the first album that got me into Jason Isbell. So I know you've heard this many, many times. I listened to it like 10 times this week, although I'd listened to it a ton. Yes. So we just love your opening thoughts. You are more the expert. I am a fan, but a more casual fan by comparison.
I think Jason Isbell is one of my top 3 favorite artists of all time. This album came out in, I think, April of 2020. Is that right?
Yes.
I think April 2020. So the world had just locked down, and this album came out, and it was the first album I got to experience of Jason Isbell's in real time as a fan. I had become a fan a couple years earlier, so I'd listened to his catalog, but this was the first album that was released and I got to listen to in real time. I have to be honest. I love Jason Isbell. I love pretty much everything he's put out. This might be my least favorite.
Really?
Jason, I know. Oh. And I'll get into more of it. There are 10 songs on this album.
Yes.
I think 5 songs are awesome.
Okay.
I think, and I can go through those 5. I think 5.
If you bat 500 in MLB, you're a Hall of Famer.
I think 5 were him trying to fill out an album. And there is a documentary. I know we've talked about it, but have you watched the documentary Running with Our Eyes Closed?
I almost went back and watched it last night, and I got distracted and fell asleep.
So you have seen it, but not in a while.
And I couldn't remember which album it was about recording. I guess
it's the making of this album.
Okay.
And in that documentary, he talks about the pressure that he feels because he feels like he always has to like top his last album.
Yep.
And I feel like the pressure got to him, and I don't know. I just feel like there are 5 tracks on this album that are essential to the Jason Isbell catalog, and there are 5 tracks that are completely inessential, like they've almost been forgotten.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, in the documentary, it was very clear the pressure he was feeling.
Yes.
I mean, between him and his family and the label and just him really, to your point, wanting to go a step above his previous one, which one was that?
For Reunions,
Yeah.
it would be called the Nashville Sound.
Yes, and that was a great album.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is your favorite Jason Isbell album,
I
though.
think so, yeah.
So tell me about it. Tell me. I mean, I know it has one of your favorite songs on it, which is one of the five
Yeah.
essential songs, Dreamsicle.
Yep.
But tell me more about your thoughts on this album.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like through and through, every song, except for one, is memorable to me. I feel like when it opens with what have I done to help, like I can
Oh,
relate with that. Like,
that song, that's the one that kills me.
really?
Yeah.
See, I feel like it's like somebody who's like done well in life and they're like, what am I doing to make the world better? So like I can relate to that. Dreamsicle, I just think is so well done. Like I came from a very happy home. Every time I hear that, I feel like I'm the child of divorce. Like it's just
Hmm.
so real and just well
Yeah.
written. The music, like just
Especially if you watch that documentary and you understand the story behind it.
yeah,
Like, I don't know how you don't get a creeper
yeah,
in your eye hearing, like, I mean, he is singing about his story.
yeah.
His mom has red hair. Like, his mom had red hair. Like, the
Hmm.
whole story is his life, and it's extremely sad. It's such a good song.
Yeah. And then I think the same about It Gets Easier, right? Like that's his struggle with addiction
Yeah.
and like he has these dreams where he's drinking and then he wakes up and he like knows it wasn't real or he feels like it was. It's just like I just feel like he takes you into his world so well. And I feel like throughout the album those two ones stick out, but like River I really like.
Yeah.
And I like the flow of it. I know we've talked about this. I feel like I like albums that start strong and end strong. I wish this one ended a little bit stronger, like Letting You Go. It's a slow one. I feel like all the albums we picked lately have ended on slower songs. I'm just looking through the track list again. Only Children. I'm an
Yeah.
only child. I felt seen. I felt heard, even though they're making fun of only children. But I get it. That's our cross to bear. The one thing, and maybe I'm curious of your take on this song, "Running with Our Eyes Closed." I like the song. I don't know why he has to say "running with our eyes closed." It flows so much better if you just say "running with eyes closed." Like that's how I sing it along. Adding that "our" just messes up the whole chorus.
Well, I don't know. That's on one of my inconsequential songs. But you named like the top five. You named four of my top five. Overseas is the
Yeah,
fifth.
that's a great one.
Yeah, I mean, like again, there's five really, really good songs, five that I don't think quite hit the mark. And for a lot of bands, that would be good enough to be a fantastic album. I just expect more from Jason and the 400 unit. And so that's why this kind of ranks as my least favorite. But I hadn't listened to it all the way through in a long time. I did today. I was reminded about how good some of these songs are. The River might have been like the first time I heard the album, that was the throwaway track. And then the more you listen to that song, that might be the best track on the entire album.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a good song.
Yeah. And I think, we have a debate between his two Live at the Ryman's, which one is better. I think the one that I prefer has more of these tracks. Or does
Has
it?
more of these tracks.
Actually, I don't know.
No, you said the other thing.
Yeah, because he debuted River during that one. Because
Yeah.
remember he said nobody's heard it. So I'm making things up and I'm incorrect. So it's been one of those days.
Anyway, so Jason
It's been one of
Isbell,
those weeks, actually.
he is coming back to town August 20th. It is going to be a school night.
Yep.
We're still going to try to go.
Oh, we're not going to try to go. We're definitely gonna
going.
go. We don't have to go to school.
No,
The kids have to go to school. We have to go to work.
but yeah. So that was fun. I love Jason Isbell.
Yeah. I mean, we were texting on Thursday. I was coming back from my New York trip being like, oh, why are we not going to a concert tonight?
I know. It was a beautiful night last night.
Would have been good. But hey, we have something to look forward to in a couple weeks.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I just hope everything's good with him and the band and that it's just a temporary thing and they will be here in August.
It was a little weird.
Yeah.
He has not released a statement about what happened.
Uh-uh.
And that's not like him because he's usually very active on social media.
Yeah. But yeah, we are the curse between Casey, Patty, and now Jason. So I don't know who you're going to pick for later, but I wish them the best.
We'll see. We'll find out what happens with them.
Oh man. So what else has been going on?
Well, so you were in New York. You were
Yes.
gonna fly back from New York to go to this concert.
Yes.
It didn't happen. But what did you do in New York?
So first, I had a crazy week. So my kids went to what we call camp grandparent.
Ooh.
Camp grandparent. So my parents are nice enough. They take the kids for a week in the summer. They get to go on the river. They have the best time. So they did that, which worked out really well because I ended up needing to go to New York for work. My wife ended up needing to go to Miami, and so it just worked out. But I started the week Monday night and went to the Nats game because when you have time, you do. A couple friends. and it ended up being Max Scherzer made a return to the mound here in Washington D.C. So that was a lot of fun. Obviously, a legend from the get go when he came in the 2019 run. So it's cool to see him. Obviously, not the same Mad Max as we once saw, but it was his birthday. He got a nice round of applause from the fans that were there, but I was a little sad by the attendance.
Yeah, Mad Max back in town. He said, I think that this is his last season. He's made that
I
clear.
think he's made it clear. I don't know if he's made it official, but the writing's on the wall.
It would be amazing if he retired as a Nat.
Agreed.
I mean, the hope is that he is going to be the first national in the Hall of Fame, or the first national who wears the Nationals cap
Mm-hmm.
in the Hall of Fame, I should say.
Yeah, because Pudge made it, but he wore Texas hat. Is that right?
Yeah, he did not wear the Nats as he should,
Yeah.
right? Like
Okay.
he was only for a year or two. Max had his best years here, so he should be wearing a Nats hat. But would love to see him close out his career as a national.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen,
No.
but that's cool. You got to see him one last
It
time.
was, yeah. It was pretty impromptu. Like kind of checked Sports Center like Sunday night or Monday morning, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Max Scherzer's starting in DC." He was just coming off the IL or the injured
Mhm.
list. So that was cool. And then so then next morning, flight to New York, just going up there for some work stuff. Then happened to have the ability to go see Dave Matthews Band on Wednesday because they had a cancellation the week before, and the schedule worked out.
You were in New York City.
Yes.
Where were you staying in New York City?
I was staying at let's not even name it, dump in the Times Square area. I booked it a little late. My company's got a booking platform that keeps you within a certain rate, which is great. I love fiscal responsibility at a company, but there weren't a lot of options. And one of my favorite things in the world to do is walk in New York. So I would have rather had a less good hotel that I could walk to from the office than something I needed to like taxi, or I mean, I don't mind taking the subway, but for me, I love those walks. So like our office is at 27th and Broadway-ish. The hotel is at 41st and Broadway, so I could just kind of take that swing up, and I love that in the morning and at night.
And then the concert was at the very end, the very tip of Long Island, right?
That is, I think so. Yes,
So you
I got there.
took an Uber? What'd you do?
Jeez. All right. Well, I do have a funny story from the first night.
Okay.
So it's a Tuesday night. It's like a company that's new to me. There wasn't like, nobody threw me a big happy hour, which is fine. So ended up going to see a friend, went to his office, which was awesome, got a tour, and then, he had to actually go do work. And so I like to, when I'm in a city by myself, like now that I'm really into whiskey, like try to find a speakeasy. So found this great one called Madame George. Went, the bartender was great. They have a beautiful list, and all the cocktails are kind of named after something in New York. So, like, the first one I think I got was Grand Central. Forget what the old-fashioned one was. But, I'm by myself at the bar. Bartender's great. But to my left, there's this couple. And you can just tell. They are on a not very good first date. Will definitely be a last date.
It was definitely a first date.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This had to have been through an app or something. Because
Okay.
they were... I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm going to. They were very mismatched on physical attractiveness. The conversations, I wasn't like eavesdropping, but it just seemed stilted. At one point, the guy spills his drink on the girl,
Oh no.
and she was not happy. It was just watching the comedy of errors, like a train wreck right next to you, to the point where like the bartender and I are kind of like whispering about it. It ends, one leaves, the other like doesn't, but then we're like, is the one waiting? And it was no bueno, but made for a good story. And the bartender was great. Like so they mostly have for their cocktails New York based spirits. So
Yeah.
New York bourbons, New York ryes, and then he let me try some great rye at the end. So again, shout out to Madame George in New York. I think it was on 37th.
Okay. Okay. I don't need to get into it, but I was watching earlier today clips on YouTube of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And there was the one where Charlie goes on some blind dates. Again, don't need to get into the specifics. It's reminding me a little bit of what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I do not think that couple will be having a second date.
No.
I think the girl probably blocked the guy.
And then Wednesday, you
Yes,
made the most of your Wednesday night.
I did. Yeah. So I I am just fascinated with how people must have gotten around before the internet. Because for me to get from Manhattan to Jones Beach Amphitheater, as to you said, tip of Long Island, holy moly! I mean, I had all the technology in the world, and I almost screwed it up 3 times. First thing, I left my office. I go into the subway in New York, and it's not like DC where if you go in one side, you can get to the other. So I needed to go uptown. No, I think I needed to go downtown. Either way, I went to one platform, couldn't go that direction, sprinted back around, figured out how to get in. And then I get to Grand Central, and then I have no idea where the Long Island Railroad is.
Oh, LIR.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like sweating because I need to get on this one train because there's not another
I
train
thought
for
you
an
were going to
hour.
Uber. You decided to take the LIR?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I
that's
looked at the Uber and it was going to be $200.
well, yeah, it's far.
Yeah, and so I was like, well, I got to figure this out. So I do, and I'm hustling. And every time I think I'm at the gate I need to be at, it's like you make another left and then another right, and like the whole thing is beautiful. So you like get distracted, but you're like, I got to get on this thing. So I get on the train a minute before the door closes, and I'm sweating. I don't have a ticket. I don't even know if you need a ticket. I'm just like, okay, I'm here. We'll figure this out later. There's nowhere to sit. I'm just like, that's fine. So eventually, the first stop, like actual people that live in New York that are going about their daily life, somebody gets off. I'm able to sit. I get a ticket right as the guy comes, which I mean, they'll help you with the app and everything, but service is pretty bad. So I sit down and I'm like, all right, I think we're going in the right direction. I'm feeling good. I see these people next to me and this woman who I think is about our age. She's got like glittery sparkles on her face. And then there's like a much younger woman, like with glittery sparkles on her face, and like a couple guys, and they've got this bag and they're just like drinking beers. Like, all right, these guys probably going to the concert. Like these are going to be my people. So they're talking, and the woman mentions like something about UVA, and it's like, oh, I went to UVA. So I say hey, and turns out she was class of '91. So
Okay.
I'm class of '05, so she was older than I
A
thought.
little older.
So yeah, turns out she was taking her son, I think a stepson, a friend, and a friend's date. So she was in charge of this caravan of merriness going same place we were. Except they also don't know where to get off the train. We're just guessing. Because, like, there is a place you can get off the train and a bus will take you the rest of the way. Nobody could figure it out. Service was bad. We eventually just get off, and then we get some Ubers. Turns out this woman was very intoxicated.
With her kids?
Her
It's New
kids
York.
and other
It's New
people's
York.
kids.
It's New York.
Yeah. Yes, we didn't get off at that one. But we get off. We order Ubers. I order one because I guess there's 6 of us, right? So we can't fit in one Uber. The kids have to go to the bathroom, so they like walk down to like a restaurant. My Uber comes. The woman's like, "Oh shoot, I need to order an Uber." I'm like, "No, lady, you already ordered an Uber." Like she had to hold the phone up to her face to make the credit card happen. It was a show. She somehow at one point told me she just sold her house and made $1 million that day, so she was in a very good mood. I was like, good for you, wonderful. So then, yeah, I end up taking an Uber with these 2 18-year-olds that had just graduated high school that are going to college. One's going to Virginia Tech, one's going to Elon. They couldn't have been nicer, but they were also concerned.
They could have been nicer.
Could not have been nicer.
Oh, could not have been nicer.
They were lovely. They were apologizing for the mom of the group. I'm like, no, she's fine. I was like, I mean, once we get to this concert, I don't want to see you guys again, and good luck.
Do they have lawn seats? Do you know where'd they sit?
So interestingly enough, this is the first place I've been to that doesn't have a lawn. So it's all seats.
Is that right?
Yeah. There's no lawn. So the stage, you would actually love this. The stage is over the water. And like the pit is super small, and then there's like a flat area, and then it just kind of keeps going up. So it's like a bowl, like a quarter bowl maybe. But yeah.
There's no lawn.
No lawn.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So I get there, say my goodbyes. They were going to go to some tailgate, and I was like, great. And then just kind of like walk around. They had some great food options, just checking out the scene. Because, again, first time I've ever been at this amphitheater. I don't even know if I'd call it an amphitheater. Anyways, this venue. Get to my seat. And then like I could kind of tell by StubHub that like there was a one empty next to me. So I was like talking to the guy next to me. I was like, "Oh, do you buy the other open StubHub seat?" He was like, "Yeah." His name was John. He was a big fan too. So made friends with him. Made friends with some people behind me. So it was kind of cool. Like I've been to a couple like smaller shows by myself where you kind of could like move around. This was my first seated show by myself, but
Yeah.
everybody kind of took me in. It was great. Made friends with the bartender. Chris with the double bullets, great guy. You know, can't say enough nice things about the experience.
So I've only gone to a couple of shows in my life solo. Never a band that I've have a strong attachment to,
Mm-hmm.
like you do with Dave. So I feel like I'd probably enjoy it, right? Because I'm
Yep.
there for the music. I'm not there for the company.
Yep.
So I think being there solo is not a big deal. I read some reviews and I wanted to get your take on a few things. So number one, did it rain when you were there?
It did not.
But was there rain during the day or during the forecast or something? Because I heard that there was some flooding.
I don't
I
know.
heard that the pit might have flooded.
Oh, interesting. I didn't see that. I mean, there was moisture in the air, but I wouldn't say it rained. I mean, the previous week had been canceled because of wind and potential rain. It ended up being beautiful when they were actually supposed to go on. So I don't know.
Yeah, I read that a lot of people in the pit like left the pit
Really?
because it was flooded in the pit.
Huh.
Like water had come in.
Okay, I didn't hear that. I don't know if your other review may have mentioned this, and maybe this was related, but Dave made several comments about the bugs on
So
stage.
that was my next comment.
Yeah, and
Was
maybe they were coming from the water.
I heard that he it was like obvious that he was swallowing a ton of bugs as he was singing because there were so many bugs.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think he was having the best night of his life.
And what was it? Were you getting like bombarded by mosquitoes or whatever while you were in the crowd?
Didn't didn't have a single bug near me.
Okay.
So I think again, because like the stage is over the water, and I'm guessing maybe it's like a little marshy,
Yeah.
and so maybe that led to it. But yeah, I mean, when they zoomed in on him, you could see, and I mean, he would like seemed like he was coughing up bugs
That sounds
several
so
times.
miserable. Of all the fears I have about singing on stage, I've never thought about bugs just coming into my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, forget when I believe it was a Texas show where the drummer literally had to take a 5 minute break to calm himself because he was being attacked by crickets.
Like crickets.
Crickets.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds miserable. So, what number show was this
This was
of yours?
49. I am one away from 50.
Oh my gosh, you're so close.
Yeah.
How many songs they played? 21 songs, is that right?
Sounds about right.
21 songs. How many had you never heard before live?
Ooh, it's a good question. I do have an app for that. I would say maybe one, maybe the solo encore of a song called Baby Blue.
Baby Blue, yeah.
I will say, I don't like to be negative, but sometimes I am. They closed with Don't Drink the Water. I've been to 49 shows, as I just mentioned. I have heard Don't Drink the Water 26 times. Over half the shows I've been to, I have heard Don't Drink the Water. I don't need it anymore. I think they know. I think they are tracking and see when Brian has purchased tickets, even through the secondary market, and they play it.
But so that's interesting. So does Dave not have like 3 songs that they play every show?
No.
Or something like that? No,
Mm-mm.
they don't.
Now, if they play 3 nights in a row, they don't do any repeats.
So like I'll use Pearl Jam as my reference because they're my band.
Yeah.
And they mix up the set every night. But I would say 80% of the time, you're getting a live, you're getting even flow. Dave doesn't do that.
Nope.
Okay. Now, Pearl Jam will never close with even flow.
Okay.
Even though they'll play it almost every show.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Alligator Pie? I heard Alligator Pie being played was like amazing. They played Alligator Pie.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm really impressed with the research you did.
I
for
did a
this.
lot of research.
Yeah. So this tour, every show except one, they've had a different opener. I don't know why they decided to do one opener twice, and they're about 30 shows into the tour. And then every show they've had at least one, what they call it, tour debut. So the first time they played that song on the tour. They've also done a lot of what are called liberations. And I don't know what the exact definition of a liberation is, but it's typically if it hasn't been played in like 200 shows. So Alligator Pie was this show's tour debut and liberation. It was interesting because he came out with like a very funky electric guitar, and like the woman behind me, big fan, like more knowledgeable than I am, like could just tell by the guitar what song he was gonna play. And so
He knew he was going to play Alligator Pie, even though he hadn't played it in however many
yeah, so
years.
he brings out this funky electric guitar, and she's like, "Oh, it's Alligator Pie," and then he does a couple strums on it and says no, and like takes it back, and then they just bring out an acoustic, and he plays it anyways. So it was super rare that he would have played it on an acoustic. Now,
Okay.
is it a fun song? Sure. Is it something I go into each concert being like, "Oh, I would love to hear that"? No. That said, to go on the positive spin, opened with Warehouse, which I love.
Yeah.
Second song was Granny, which is one of my favorites. That is a song that didn't quite make the cut for Under the Table and Dreaming, but great high energy song. I would say the Central Park version of that is one people should check out if they haven't. And then they played Number 41, which is it's definitely my favorite song. So I did get a lot of favorites.
Okay. Number 41's your favorite Dave song?
Yep,
You know who does a really good cover of Number 41?
I do. Your favorite, Howie Day.
Howie Day.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
I know.
Okay.
Maybe next time we see him, we should compliment him on that and see what happens.
See what happens.
Hey, excuse me, professional musician. I really like that time where you do another person's song.
I mean, it's better than half of his songs that he does that he wrote. So, if we're being honest.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and they ended with Rapunzel, high energy song. So when we kind of think about how I like albums, started high energy, ended high energy. To be fair, the encore, Don't Drink the Water, is high energy. I'm just tired of it. And then I decided, you know what? Getting back to the Long Island Railroad and getting back to Manhattan, not the best. Ubers were down to like $100, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, that's probably a smart move.
I think it was. I think I could have ended up taking the train the wrong way.
Yeah. And then do you take the Uber back to the hotel, or do you like keep going?
I took the Uber back to not the exact hotel. I had it drop me off in Times Square so I could just like walk around and see the lights and see the people for like 3 blocks, and then I went to bed.
Yeah, that's fun. I mean, New York's so much fun.
It is. But
I would not want to live there, but like to visit,
yes,
it's so much
agreed.
fun.
I mean, I think it's so. I love the people watching. I love the food, the drinks. Like, there's just so much going on any given night. Like, it's insane. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like a 2 to 3 night max, and then I want to be back.
Yeah, it's exhausting. I think it's probably a blessing that the concert was canceled last night because you would have been tired.
I would have. I was amped up. Like I've been, I've been training for this.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, we're both heading out on family vacations this weekend, so it wasn't the worst thing in the world to have a night off. I mean, I came home and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna just get like my wife is gone, my kids are gone. I didn't want to make food, so I was like, I'm gonna go out, just have a drink, sit at the bar. I get out of our street, I get up to the traffic circle, I turn around. You know what? I said, I actually don't want to do that. I just want Uber Eats to bring me some Thai food, and I'm going to watch a little bit of baseball and go to bed.
Yeah. It's a responsible thing to do.
But it was. And then today, you and I get our haircuts, go to a bar, have a couple old fashions, and then come here and record. So
Yeah. I mean, that's
I don't
the
know how
responsible thing to do.
responsible that is. I haven't packed yet. Scott, I'm a terrible packer. I hate packing. I always pack too much or too little. And
Well, I'm always a last minute packer as well. And I think it's a guy thing, right? Like guys are easier to pack than girls. And maybe I'm stereotyping a little bit. I know, at least in my family.
I don't have to bring as much makeup.
I mean, no comment. I know at least in our family, my wife handles all the kids packing. So she has a lot more to do than I do.
Yes.
Right. And especially when we're going on summer vacation, I'm just bringing shorts. I'm not bringing pants. I'm just bringing t-shirts and like maybe 3 polos in case we go out for dinner.
Yeah.
But that's it. Right. Like I can pack myself in 5 minutes.
Yeah. See,
we're going away on Sunday. We leave Sunday morning. I will pack probably Saturday night before I go to sleep. You are getting on an airplane tomorrow. We are recording late at night. You're going to be at your destination in 12 hours, I think.
Close. Yeah.
So, yeah, you got to get to it, man.
I know. And I'm the opposite. Like I do wait till the last minute. And instead of like minimalist, I'm like, oh, well, what if we get invited to like a fancy party? I should bring a blazer. Like,
How many
oh,
fancy parties have you gotten invited to
zero,
on?
Scott, but I want to be ready just in case. I mean, I don't know if you saw White Lotus. They got invited to this party
Hey,
at the top of the like mountain. It didn't go well, but I still
no.
want to look ready in case.
I mean, you're not traveling with your brother, are you?
Huh?
Have you seen the most recent season?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to talk later. You must be misremembering a boat party.
Not a boat party, the one at the top of the mountain.
Oh, okay.
It didn't go well. I
Anyway,
do remember.
I mean, nothing goes well on White
Fair.
Lotus. Yeah.
That is fair. But yeah, so we'll see. I mean, got a lot of suntan lotion. I have a list. I just use the same list every time. So that's helpful. I've got my magazines, I got my Kindle, got my like dop kit ready. So I'm not as unprepared as I might seem. But I will definitely forget something key. When we went down to my sister-in-law's wedding, didn't pack a single thing of underwear. Had to go to Macy's and buy a 6-pack of boxers.
I was on a work trip one time. This was years ago, and I forgot to pack underwear. And yeah, same thing. Like I figured it out. I went to like a Walmart or something
Yep.
like that. But you know what happened? Maybe TMI. I bought, foreign underwear, right? Like underwear that I wasn't used to having.
I was like,
And I was so uncomfortable for that entire like 3-day trip.
man. Yeah, what else? What other highlights have I had? I forgot a belt once, and there was a Target above the office I was going to for work, so I had to get one there. Although they didn't have the right size, like they were all too big. I don't know if this was like a Midwest versus East Coast problem, but I had to make that work. And then one time I left the house. This is the best. One black shoe, one brown shoe.
Oh, no.
Because I was trying to get dressed in the dark. My wife was still sleeping. It's like, oh, this is
And
it.
those are the only shoes you brought.
So that wasn't the best.
All right. Well, you're not going to be wearing brown or black shoes where you're going. You're going to be wearing
All my boat shoes are brown.
boat shoes and sandals.
Yeah.
That's all you got to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, I have a feeling. I mean, again, it's late at night. We're drinking some really nice old fashions right now. I have a feeling you're not going to be packing in the near future. I have a feeling we're going to finish recording and we might be drinking a few more of these.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have one more.
I have a feeling. Yeah.
I set my alarm accordingly so that I could throw a bunch of stuff in the bag in the morning if I need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the next album?
I think we should.
Okay.
I'm very scared for this poor artist that if they're on tour, their dates are going to get canceled.
It's funny. We've how many albums have we done now? Probably like 10, 8, something like that. We've been doing this for a few weeks.
So I feel like 12.
12 albums we've done. And a lot of times, I'll be honest, it's last minute, and I'm listening to this album. And today, Brian and I went to go get our haircuts, and Brian asked me what album I was doing, or what album I was going to pick for today. I was like, oh, shoot. I haven't even thought about it because I haven't listened to Brian's album. I haven't listened to Reunions.
Oh, should we tell them we tried to listen to the album on the way to get our haircut? And my kids had hijacked the Spotify, so all that was playing was Waka Waka by Shakira and Baby by Justin Bieber, so we couldn't even do it then.
We couldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's okay. I did listen to Reunions.
If somebody sponsors us, we may be able to afford the Spotify family account so that it doesn't happen anymore.
I threw out a couple albums to Brian as like ideas that had been in the back of my head of what I was thinking about doing. And then I said to my wife when I got home, hey, I got to pick an album. What should I do? She said, you need to get outside of your comfort zone.
Okay.
You need to look at the Apple new releases and find something fun because there have been a lot of non-bangers recently.
Okay. I love your wife for this.
Okay. So I picked something. I have no idea what this is going to sound like. Did you know, Brian, that there is a Green Day movie that is getting released this weekend? Maybe it's next weekend. It might be next weekend.
Wait, a movie about Green Day? A movie by Green Day?
I don't know. It's called Nimrods.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's a documentary, if it's a mockumentary, if it's a dramedy, if it's a whatever, but it's called Nimrods, and it's about the early stages of Green Day's career. I never heard of it. I know Green Day had a Broadway
I
play.
was
I
gonna
don't
say
think
they
it's
had
this. I
American
don't think it's
Idiot.
this. I don't think it's this. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
But there is a soundtrack that came out today. It's called Nimrods.
Okay.
I skimmed the track list. It looked pretty fun. It's a bunch of Green Day songs
I was
with
gonna
like
say, is it other people covering Green Day?
it's like Green Day, and then I think it's other people singing Green Day, and then I think it's the actors singing Green Day. It sounded really fun. And I like Green Day. I don't know Green Day that well. I know all their hits. I had Dookie when I was in fifth grade, or actually using my real age, I was in second grade. Uh,
Parents were a little liberal on that one.
so I don't know. Like that seemed kind of fun to me. Like let's listen to some Green Day this week. What do you think about that?
I mean, let's do it. I thought you were gonna go even further and pick like some K-pop band that's at the top of the chart that I
Well,
don't know, but maybe that's what I do. The
Charlie
Nexus.
XCX, her new album came out today,
Yeah.
and that's actually what my wife was trying to get us to listen to. And I don't really.
Could you do that to Taylor?
Are they fighting? Is that a beef?
Oh my Scott, I thought you knew stuff.
That's a beef? Is that the song from her most recent? That's Charlie XCX?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I no, I'm not going to do that.
No.
So we're going to listen to Green Day. We're going to listen to Nimrods, and it might be fun. Who knows?
Let's make another old fashioned and do it right now.
Let's do it right now.
All right. Well, this has been fun as always.
But we have some shout outs.
Oh, do we? Yeah.
Who
You're
are you
always
shouting out?
That is one thing you always remember the shout outs and then I forget and try to make them up right at the end.
You don't have a shout out memorized, ready to go? Because I do.
I kind of mentioned it earlier, but my boy Chris at Jones Beach Amphitheater at the bar, that guy, he knows his stuff.
Is that your shout out?
That's my shout out.
Is Chris going to listen to this?
Probably not.
Well, I hope we slipped him a card or something.
Or you know what? I'll also shout out Christina, UVA class of '91, crazy lady from the train. I hope you made it home.
Well, here, I'll give my shout out. I didn't have anything prepared either, but I'm sitting here at your desk making a mess of it on my laptop. And on your laptop, you get all the texts coming through, right?
No, I disabled that because that was annoying. But yes,
was it
I
annoying?
had that happen for like 36 hours, and I was like, no more. How is that a thing?
Well, I don't have it disabled. And I'm sitting here talking to you, having a very serious conversation.
Very serious.
And one of my really good friends, who might have been the first person to give our podcast a 5-star rating,
Love them.
Naresh from Chicago, texted to say that he just had a third child.
Oh,
And I didn't even know they were pregnant. So my buddy Naresh and his beautiful wife Nithya, I'm going to give them a shout out. I hope that there's some photos on this text that he sent me. I had no idea this was going to happen. So I'm really excited to catch up with him and find out about his new son or daughter. I think it's a son. I don't know. I have to look. I have to read more about these texts. All I know is that they just had a baby. So I'm really excited about that. So I'll give them a shout out.
and you had 8+ months to, learn about this, and this is just brand new, breaking news on the podcast.
Come on. It's all on him. It's not on me. He had 8+ months to tell me. Come on. Let's not talk about the fact that he texts me all the time in our group chat that I ignore all the time.
Well, maybe,
Let's not talk about that.
Maybe you ignored the big news.
But no, shout out to Naresh and Nithya. I can't wait to see your baby and your other kids. And hopefully I make it out to Chicago soon.
Yeah. Hopefully it goes better than that time you went out to see Pearl Jam.
Yeah, that's why I don't go back to Chicago, because I'm so traumatized from that trip.
Well, I think that's all we got for today.
That's all we got. So we're going to come back in a couple of weeks. We're going to be refreshed and relaxed from our trips.
No, we didn't even talk about your trip or my trip. But yeah, we're going on trips.
We'll talk about those later.
Yeah.
Next time.
We got to pack and make it on those planes. And
Next time.
planes and cars first.
Next time. All righty. We're all done.
All right. Well, thanks as always, and we'll see you out there.
All right. See you later.
Cheers.